Hello, and welcome to the first vlog of my Taiwan travel series. In today's video, we'll be traveling to JIUFEN, Taiwan's historic mountainous town bustling with crowds and shops. Subscribe to stay tuned for more vlogs, but let's get right into it. We decided to take the 965 bus from Ximending to JIUFEN, which only costs 90 NTD one way, which is about $3 USD. I recommend doing this if you're around the Ximending area because it was easy to navigate and it had pretty comfortable seating. Also, I wasn't expecting the route to be so windy, so definitely heads up for anyone planning a trip here if you tend to get carsick. Upon arrival, the narrow streets and amount of shops at the market was overwhelming at first, but so aesthetically pleasing at the same time. The amount of food and samples of tea and iconic snacks made it worth going for me. Heading to the famous A-Mei Teahouse, I could not get my eyes off the lanterns and beautiful architecture. With crowds pretty mellow in the morning, we decided to head inside for some tea first. And got a seat on the second floor by the balcony, and it had a really nice view.
跟住落嚟呢，差唔多浸20秒啦。
20秒。
以後每一次加水時間就多加10秒嘅。記住咯喎，回沖5次左右先換茶葉。
Learning the traditional process to brew and drink the tea was an 8 out of 10 experience for me, and if there wasn't an overcast hindering the view, I would have given the experience an even higher rating. First, we smelled the mountain oolong tea, which was pretty nice smell. I wouldn't describe it as floral or anything though. And then we drank some of the tea, which was pretty good. It was definitely different from what I've tasted before. And there were some sesame cookies that were thin and crispy, breaking easily, but also pairing nicely with the tea. As disappointing and overcast can be, I was happy that it wasn't raining and the skies were able to clear up a little bit later as we were eating. Next up are these dried sweet plums, which I did make it look a little bit unappetizing, but I was just surprised with the big seed in the middle. So the taste was okay, but it was difficult to eat the meat of it. These mung bean cakes were shaped in such nice molds, so I had to get a lot of photos of them. And it was surprisingly good. I really enjoyed the texture of it as well as the flavor. It was on the sweeter side though, but I think it paired nicely with the bitter tea. This iconic spot was definitely noteworthy in my books, and I could not get over how pretty it was. Around noon, I also noticed the crowds around the narrow streets starting to grow, so we hurried to find a place for lunch, but luckily we did not have to wait. But I believe the iconic photo spots will be harder to manage with the crowds increasing as it gets closer towards night and the night market's popularity. This is so cool. Next, it was time to do some shopping, and I would say that these shops did not waste any space. Souvenir shops had items from the floor to the ceiling, and I found a lot of things to be really cute, but I did happen to have my self-control. Finding these cream puffs as we walked inside the streets of JIUFEN, we had to buy some to try, as these delicacies looked flaky and delicious. I was not expecting it to be as hefty as it was though, and the amount of cream inside definitely made the portion size enough for 2 people to share 1 cream puff. We bought some scallion nougats. It's safe to say that I got my steps in for the day, but thanks for watching and please stay tuned for more travel vlogs to come. See you in the next one!